Alright, we are live, everybody. Welcome to the live stream. I hope everybody's day is going good. Welcome to a new live stream tonight. I hope
to go live. Try one of these.
oh crap. I hope everyone is doing good. Alright, I hope everybody's day is going good. Let's just go ahead and dive in. Shall we learn the tutorials or just play everything from a hip and pretend like we know what we're doing? Because this is a brand new game. I had no idea what this game is. I haven't done any research. I haven't watched anything from anybody else. Yeah, let's just do quick basics here. Basics tiers are locals who have inventories of items they are willing to trade with you. As a savvy business people, they will offer trades of markup, but trading for advantage when in a tight spot could just save your life. Different traders will offer different items depending on what they have in good supply. If you trade with a trader, they will restock their inventory with new items after some time, so it's worth checking in again even if you clean out all their stock. Okay, so buyback. Items you sold to a trader will stay in their inventory for a while in case you regret the trade and want to trade them back. Once trader inventory is restocked, however, these items will be lost. Okay, item preference. Different traders have different supplies and demands, and so will value some items higher than others. While offering a higher low value item, the trader will react and an icon will appear on that item. This will let you know if it's high or low value to this particular trader. Alright, crafting. Let's see, basics. To craft an item, you must first find and learn the recipe. You can buy recipes from traders or find them by exploring the quarantine zone. Recipes can only be learned once. Learning a recipe will consume it. All your learned recipes can be found in the crafting menu in your backpack along with a description of craftable items, the required ingredients, and an inventory of how many total ingredients you're crafting. Okay, so gunsmith. Weapons have three tiers: rusty, stock, and pristine. Most weapons you will find will be rusty. Stock weapons are rare, and pristine weapons have to be crafted. To improve a weapon from one tier to the next, you need two of the same weapon and some gun oil, amounts shown in the recipe. And this is what it indicates right here. It's kind of like an oil can symbol. Each tier improves certain characteristics of the weapon. Discovery. Investigations. Your investigations menu is separated in your notebook. Collectibles and key items. Key items are important items you found that you don't take up inventory space. Your notebook contains observation notes, letters, important conversations, and other scraps of information you found organized into threads. Star a thread dependent to the top of your notebook. Your notebook can also be filtered by location. Leads. Some findings will have a lead, which is a clue that can be investigated to uncover more information. Leads are indicated in the notebook with a lead icon, so it kind of looks like a question mark with a magnifying glass. Track a lead to display it alongside the map and HUD for quick reference. The exploration playstyle option can be adjusted to give additional hints and guidance when following leads. Okay, map. As you explore, newly discovered locations are added to the map. Through conversations with friendly locals and reading notes, rumored locations will also be added to the map. That's what the symbol looks like. You can place a compass marker on a location you want to be directed to using your compass in the HUD. You can also place stamps to mark locations of interest to return to later. Three people watching. Wow, thank you. I do appreciate you all coming in. Now there's 2 people watching. In your backpack, you can use items, equip items, drop items, or assign them to shortcuts. Backpack space is limited. You can carry 4-handed items and 12 regular items. Ammo space is also limited and is shown as the top of the backpack menu. Shortcuts. 4 items can be assigned to shortcuts for ease of access in combat. These must be weapons, tools, or throwables. Consumables cannot be assigned to a shortcut and must be assigned from the inventory. Must be used from the inventory. To add an item to a shortcut, select Assign on the item drop-down menu. Pneumatic dispatch tube network. Pneumatic dispatch tubes can be found throughout the quarantine zone. All tubes are part of the same network, so inventory items stored in one tube will be accessible from one another. Exploration. Avoiding combat. Openly approach a hostile stranger can lead to combat. A threat meter will appear in the HUD when an enemy spots you. The meter will build faster if you approach or otherwise threaten the enemy, unless they escalate to combat. Backing away will de-escalate threat and prevent combat. Approaching stealthily can avoid combat entirely. Noises like footsteps, explosions, and gunfires can alert nearby enemies of your presence. Crouching or walking can make your movement quieter. Trespass. The factions of the quarantine zone are territorial and protective. Entering certain locations such as cordoned off buildings or bandit camps would be considered trespassing by the inhabitants. When in a trespass area, a banner will appear at the top of the screen. Inhabitants will get suspicious if they see you, and if you don't leave quickly enough, they will become hostile. Okay, the world is filled with dangerous hazards and traps. Keep an eye out for tripwires, explosives, suspicious gases, and dangerous-looking plant life, especially when exploring hostile territory. Melee combat. Basics. With your fist out or a melee weapon equipped, you can perform light and strong melee attacks. Light attacks are faster, but stronger attacks deal more damage and can stagger an enemy. Firearms can also have a melee attack, but for quick hand-to-hand combat, you can still utilize a tool to bring out your fist. Kick. No matter what you have equipped, you can always kick. Kicking someone knocks them off balance, causing them to stagger backwards. Looking down while kicking will stop the ground. Stomping is particularly useful against rats or other swarms that get under your feet. Takedowns. Sneaking up behind an enemy without being detected allows you to perform a takedown. A takedown will choke out an enemy, killing them instantly. Takedowns are efficient but loud and will alert anyone nearby. Using training gun stimulants to learn the quiet takedown skill after finding the stealth menu will reduce the amount of noise takedowns make. Range combat. Basics. Ranged weapons are effective ways to take enemies down without risking melee combat. However, they allow them to acquire ammo, which is scarce in the quarantine zone. Reloading takes time, so keep track of how many bullets you have left. Pressing reload when you have a full clip or no more bullets will show your total ammo for that gun type. Throwables. Throwables are handheld weapons that are thrown cause an effect like grenades or molotovs. These are powerful but rare, so they should be used strategically. Bow. Bows are effective at silently taking out unarmored enemies. Holding draw increases arrow damage and range. When the reticule is closest to the center, it is at its maximum draw. You can only stay at maximum draw for a small amount of time. Bows will automatically reload. on broken bows that embedded in surfaces can be collected. Skills. Basics. Skills are abilities unlocked with training stimulus. The skills menu shows you the amount of training stimulus required to unlock each skill. Some skills aren't available by default. These must be learned from training manuals, which can be found through exploration or bought from traders. Once the manual has been used, the skill will become available to learn in the skills menu. Survival. Health and healing. Your health bar in your HUD tracks how much damage you can take before dying. Combat in the quarantine zone is deadly and you can lose a lot of health quickly. Find or craft healing items to recover. Heart rate. Your heart rate is also tracked in your HUD. Heart rate increases with physical activity such as running, jumping, climbing, or melee attacks. Heart rate will decrease over time as long as you aren't doing any strenuous activity. At higher heart rate, weapon stability will decrease and enemies will hear you more easily. If the meter hits its maximum, you will no longer be able to run until your heart rate decreases. Status effects. Taking damage from certain sources will cause status effects to build up. These are lingering statuses that have a negative effect on you while they're active. Most status effects have a consumable item that will cure the status and provide resistance to it for a time. Resistance reduces the rate of buildup and damage of related hazards but doesn't provide immunity. Poison, burn, radiation, bleed deal damage until they wear off or are cured. Shock deals immediate damage and raises heart rate until it wears off. Infection raises your heart rate and makes you more vulnerable to all damage until it wears off or is cured. Now, tools. Torch. The torch is a tool to help you explore dark areas. The torch beam will highlight useful loot and interactable objects. The backpack has a special slot for each tool so it doesn't take up room and can be dropped. Metal detector. The metal detector can be used to detect and dig up buried caches. The metal detector will pin and an icon will appear when a cache is nearby. The red lights on top of the detector indicate what direction the cache is from you, and the needle indicates how close it is. When the lights flash on the detector, you are directly above the cache and can dig it up. Signal redirector. The signal redirector allows you to hack junction boxes and redirect power. The signal redirector will pin and an icon will appear when a hackable junction box is nearby. Hacking a junction box moves the output of power from one wire to another, indicated by the light on the side of the junction box. Following wires with power going through them will lead you to whatever is being powered up. Okay, so that was a lot to process. I do apologize. So, go new game. Sightseer, Investigator, Brawler, Survivor, which is recommended, or Veteran. Those are my options. And I'm thinking I want to probably do I'm going to do this one. Do you wish to proceed with your chosen playstyle? The playstyle may be changed at any time from the game settings. Yes. Okay. We're diving in here. So.
The state-of-the-art atom plant has transformed this rugged landscape into the envy of its northern neighbors. Scientific progress waits for no one.
Go away.
The area will be reopened by Christmas at the latest.
Go away.
Complex that was at first understood.
No military expeditions into the area have been made. Where would you get such an idea?
Look it. I don't even know.
Reconnaissance flights. The
Yeah, right. That's what people are thinking. Alright, everybody, welcome to the live stream. Hope your day's going good, or evening. So we have confused, helpful, or blunt. I'm not sure. I don't know how I got here. You're bleeding. Do you need any help? Just tell me how to leave and I'll go. You don't know. New recipe unlock bandage. Helpful, very well. I'll see what I can do. You can't trap me here. Maybe I should take the key card from you by force. Or there's bargaining, which is a finest interchange for you, but you must give me the key card now. Very well. I'll see what I can do. So what do we need? Oh, 4 cloth. Okay. Okay, what do we got now? 2 4 cloth. Okay, to open up a bandage. Okay. Hold on! Pause the live stream, guys. Why not? The door's open.
And everything is on her.
Alright.
Because she's
Alright.
cleaning her instruments and stuff on it. Perfect time, all that.
Alright, we're back. Okay, we need to get to our guy. Well, I got helpful here. I have bandage to stop the bleeding. Give bandage. Bargaining. I'll find the interchange for you, but I must give you the key card now. But you can't trap me here. Maybe I should take a good card from you by force. Not very well. I'm working on it. Information notes you find are recorded in your journals leads the tracks leads to pin note to your map in the lead tracker menu. Okay, so where is he? I can't see him. And then crouch. Okay, control. Dang. That was scary. Let's sneak around him. Let's see if we can sneak around him. Okay, we exited the bunker. So that's awesome. So, key items, collectibles. Let's see here. What else do we have? Skills. Yeah, skills. Okay. What's this? I answered the phone to a mysterious voice on the other end. I don't know if it could hear me or if it was just a recording. Before the line cut off, the voice kept repeating the praise, Oberon must die. Okay. What? Heck, Oberon must die. Oh. Okay, well. I was unconscious, don't know how long for. I had no idea how I got here. What business is it yours? Okay, can we see anything here on their home? Anything right here at all? The guitar looks good. I'm a guitar player. I'm not sure I should have done that, but okay. So setting your trigger. Anything in this truck? Nothing. Beggar. Okay. tight as enemy. Okay, go through the rubber. I just lost my sound. Why did I lose my sound? I'm not sure where my sound is anymore. Okay. That was a trap. Slaytondale, 16th July 1947. I've about had it with these government types. Isn't it enough that they brought me my quarry from me? Must they come barging into my offices, requisitioning my paperwork before we're even out the door? The place that they're building, this Science City, better be worth it. Most of it's underground, and they need all the maps of the caves we have. God knows what they're planning to do down there. And frankly, I can't stay that way. All I ask is that I treat my quarry with respect. This is hollow grounds. We owe our livelihoods to this earth, and it'll do well for them if they're mistreated. Let me know when the slaves cleared and the funds are in our account. Roger Hobbs. There's the soldiers.
No, Mama.
Ah. Over. Well, I hope you enjoyed this one. I'm good. This is. Okay, I've checked all those houses, there's nothing there. Where are we right now? We are... Oh! Okay. Is this an interchange? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. I found Wyndham, places under the control of a group of soldiers called Mobsell Protocol. Being a stranger here amongst the soldiers will let me wonder freely, it seems. Though it was warned not to cause any trouble. Pre-armed bonds. Very true. Ah. And the code is 339 East. Oh, sorry. I put my gun away. I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you guys for watching the live stream. I hope you enjoyed this one. I had a lot of fun doing it. So we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. There.